Hello everyone, welcome to part 10 of Laravel 6 basics, and this time we are going to start working on controllers, and we will cover introduction, basic controllers and controller middleware in this video. Okay, so we all know that what controllers means. Okay, we have created many controllers in our ecom series, in dating series, and here in Laravel 6 series as well. Okay, so we can see that these controllers we have created: home controller, page controller and user controller so far. So controllers we are creating because of the dynamic features of the website. See, without controllers also our purpose can be solved if our website is static. You can see here the about us, see about page. We have not defined any controller here in this about route, in which we just created without any controller. You can see the about blade file we have called from route, but in contact page we have defined the pages controller, in which we have added this contact function. Okay, so whenever we require some logic in our website, then we require controller as well. We need to create one function. Okay, so the controllers are required when we have some dynamic features in our website and that we can't resolve with, that we can't with the routes and blade files only. We require some function as well that can help in maintaining the logic of the website. Okay, so we all know that how to create the controller. Okay, so there are few steps. First of all, we run some command, like artisan command we are going to run. Okay, so here I will run one artisan command that will help us to create controller. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to run. I will go to my folder Laravel 6 here. Okay, I will do their git bash here, new terminal at folder in Mac. Okay, here I will create controller, php artisan make controller. Here the controller I am going to make it like products controller. Okay, so I'm going to make products controller. So this one controller created successfully. Here I can see, you can also see the products controller has come up in here in okay, so you can check out that products controller is here and it is inside the controllers. Okay, you can check it out, it is inside the controllers, but we have not created inside the products itself. I'm going to check Laravel 6 app http controllers, and then it comes products controllers. This is the products controllers. Okay, this I'm not talking about this one. Okay, this is the products controller. Okay, so I am going to open this products controller. I'm going to open here products controller. Okay, and this one is the products controller. Okay, so this products controller we have created, and the last step, if we want to yeah, we can create route for this product controller. Like we will create route we am going to create the get route. We'll do like product, and we'll pass the id as well. We used to pass like this. Okay, and after that products controller, products controller and product, like this. Okay, so this is the route we have created. Now we will create the product function in products controller. Here public function, here product, and here I will pass the id that I am here, and here I am going to echo the id. Okay, so we have created one function in our controller file, and here now we are going to run this product route product one. Okay, so this is the controller. We have defined the controller in 3 steps. First, we have added the route, added the php artisan command. With php artisan command we have created that products controller. Okay, and after that we have added the route. Okay, here, and after that in 3rd step we have created the function. So it all means to define the products controller. Okay, that is specified here. Okay, defining controller. So this one is the defining controller, that how to define the controller. Okay, this we have done earlier as well. Okay, so the next thing is controllers and the namespaces. Okay, so see here, namespace. So namespace, we can call it as the collection of classes. Okay, we will create one folder. So this namespace is required whenever we have class of the same name, like the this one we can talk about this products controller also. Like we want to create two products controller, and one for the admin and one for the front. Okay, and we want to create two products controller, but here we can't create two products controller in the same folder because the file names are same. So we can create a separate folder like this one. We can create a separate folder like products, and inside that products we will create one products controller inside that, and we will create one products controller outside that. Okay, even we can create here one admin folder here, and inside that we can also keep the products controller. Okay, and we can create one more folder like front folder, and inside that we are going to create one more products controller, and the admin products controller is in the admin folder, and the front products controller is in the front folder. So we can specify like this. So these folders like these products or admin or front, all these will be called as namespaces. Okay, so while calling, like if I used to call this press controller, so here in namespace, you can check it out that here the namespace is this one, because this file exists here, app http controllers. Inside controllers folder this file is located. But if you will open this file, this products controller file that is located in products folder, then you are going to see that its namespace is controller/products, because this file is located inside the products folder that is located inside the controllers folder. So this is the namespace. So where the classes are living, where the classes are stored, where the classes are located, that place will be called as namespace. The means the name we can talk about the space, the name that we have given to that space will be called as namespace. Okay, so these namespaces we have done earlier also. If you notice that we have added the namespaces, we can search here, and these namespaces, I think we have added no namespace. Okay, so very easy to add the namespace. It's surprising that we have not added namespace. Here you can see, yeah, see here namespace, we have already added the namespace. These products, see we have given the route like namespace products. Okay, so this is the namespace products. So we have specified in routes there's this one, the routes inside this one, this route group that is having the namespace products. All these routes belong to this namespace, means all the controllers that is located inside this products namespace will belong to these routes. Okay, so this is the way that we used to add the namespace. Okay, so let's add the admin namespace. I'm going to add the admin namespace. So first of all, I will create one folder here, new folder admin. Okay, so this one. So inside this, if I want to add something inside this like route, so I want to add the namespace. Okay, so namespace will be called as admin because I have created the admin namespace. So here I will add after that group, because I'm going to add the complete group of routes inside this one, and this will be called it like this. Okay, so here I can specify all the namespace that will be located inside this one. Here I will write it like controllers within the now the C all whatever we will add here we are going to add like first of all it's in app folder, and inside app it will be http, inside http it will be controllers, and inside controllers it will be admin. So inside this namespace all the routes going to have. Okay, so we are going to have these routes. Okay, like I'm going to create one route, get route I'm going to create here, like admin login, and that will be located inside the admin. I'm going to prefix it with admin as well, prefix admin, so that it will attach admin automatically. Okay, so I can do it like this, admin is prefixed, and here I'm going to add one admin controller. Okay, so now this admin controller will be located inside that namespace only. So this admin this admin controller we are going to add here only inside this namespace, inside this admin namespace. Okay, so here if we are going to create its controller, so we are going to give it with the admin extension, like I'm going to specify, like if I'm going to create the admin controller, I'm going to create here php artisan make controller, and now here I'm going to specify the admin, because we are going to create inside the admin. Okay, and after that we are going to create the admin controller. Okay, like this. Now here see, this controller has been created and it must be created here only. We are going to check. No, sorry, we have not done it wrong way. Sorry, this slash is wrong, so don't do this mistake at your end. This one is slash, so I'm going to check inside this one. See, sorry, admin, inside admin, see, this controller has been created, and if when you will open this admin controller, you can specify its namespace will be like app http controller slash admin, because we have created this controller inside the admin folder. Okay, so we can remove this one. Okay, so this is the way that we can create the namespace for any of the controllers file. Okay, for grouping the controllers file in one folder. Okay, so these are the controllers and the namespaces, the relation between each other. Okay, so now the next one, single action controllers. See, up till now we have done controllers, we have done the namespaces, we have done the revision for that, and now it is the another feature that we have not done so far, and that is very quite good feature it is. So it is the single action controllers, means the controllers that only have the single action, the controllers the only have the single method or function. Okay, so this controller is going to have only one function, it is going to have, and this function will call automatically whenever you are going to run this controller file. Okay, so here we can define this only function. We can define this with invoke method. Invoke function is the function that we need to define for the single action controller, and this controller command that we need to run is with the invocable option we need to give while creating this controller. Okay, so I'm going to create the controller here. See the number of controllers that we have created. We will create one more controller now. Home pages, products, users. I'm going to create orders controller. Okay, so I'm going to run the command here, php artisan make controller, orders controller. See, up till here everything is similar, but after that you need to specify invocable. Okay, this is the syntax, double hyphen, and after that invocable, invocable. Okay, so this one is required to create the single action controller, so that means we can able to create that single action controller. This invoke method will automatically get created in that single action controller, that will automatically called up when this controller is getting used. Okay, so I'm going to create this one, and I'm going to see now. I'm going to open this products controller. Sorry, this one is the orders controllers. So I'm going to open, and here you can see this function invoke method automatically get created along with this orders controller. So we able to create this this controller, and see how to define this controller in the route file. See, here you not required to mention the function name. Here just that controller is required. Like if I'm going to do some route, like a route get route, I'm going to make order and order ID specify like this. So here after this one, you not required to mention, you just need to mention the orders controller, but you not required to mention any method here. See, only orders controller is required. See, we can write it like this: single action controller, okay, with controller we can write we can write route for single action controller will be like below, with controller name only, like orders controller without any method action to specify. Okay, you can give clarification to yourself that in future you can able to know that this is the single action controller and it does not require any kind of function, because it the only function is automatically get called whenever this controller will run. Okay, so see here order ID. Now this ID will automatically get called to this single function. Here we just need to pass this $id, and here you can just pass and see here this function will automatically get called. I'm going to run this one now, and I am going to run like this. Okay, like product. Now we will mention here order, and you can see the one comes again for the order route. Okay, so this function automatically get called. So this is the single action controller. Okay, so I hope it is clear, and now let's move forward to last topic, controller middleware in this video. Controller middleware. Okay, so controller middleware we have already done in the past as well. We can assign any middleware to any controller. Okay, like we have assigned this auth middleware to one of the controller. This is the way that we can assign any middleware to any controller file. You can check out that we have assigned auth middleware earlier as well. Okay, see here in our route file we have assigned this one to many of our I think we have assigned this auth middleware earlier as well, or we have assigned the other middleware as well. Okay, auth. See here we have assigned the role middleware to this route. Okay, and with controller as well I think we have assigned, we will check, this one is also to blade file. Okay, so no issue. In the same way we will assign to this one. Yeah, we can do one thing, we have created this orders controller, we have created the products controller as well. So this order controller is the single action. We can assign this one to products controller. We are going to assign the auth middleware to the products controller. Okay, this one is the product. Now I'm going to assign the auth middleware. So it is very simple to assign the auth middleware to this products controller. Just middleware, you need to specify middleware and inside this auth. Okay, so now we have assigned this. Now it must not work, we need to log in. So you can see the error has come because we have assigned the auth middleware. Sorry, I think we need to mention it like this. There check out for the yeah. Okay, so if you refresh route login not defined, because it asking to login. So once see here, I think we have commented that this is required for this one. So we have commented 1 minute, we can uncomment and we can comment this one. Okay, this one, see, middleware web we have also assigned earlier, no issue. So we can check it out. See, every time if we will try to do that thing, that product controller, like we have done, now it is asking to login first because we have assigned the auth middleware to this route. Okay, so you need to log in first. I'm not sure. Okay, so once again here, I think it will not work. Amit PHP programmer @gmail.com 1 2 3 4 5 6 not working. We are going to check 6 7 8. See, now it is working. Now we logged in, so now its route is working fine. You can see product /1 is working because we have assigned the this middleware auth, and middleware auth means that you need to log in first and only then the route will be available. Okay, so we have assigned this to products controller. Okay, so like this you can also specify the middleware in the controller file itself. Like if you will open the products controller, and you can specify in constructor as well. Okay, so here it is also mentioned that, see, the other ways is to create the construct function in your controller file, and you can assign it like this. Okay, so it is the same thing. You can assign this construct function at the top, means start with the construct function and assign this auth middleware in that function. Then all the routes in that function will use this one. Okay, means all the routes in this function, all the function located in this controller, in this controller file, like we have created the products controller. In the products controller, all the routes will all the function will work after login only. Okay, no function will work before login. So see here, if you want, like this middleware, whatever middleware, even it is auth, even it is log, or any other middleware, will be assigned to only one function that is located in this controller file, that is index. You want that only this middleware belong to index function in this controller file, then you can specify like this only, after that the function name. Okay, and if you want that means you want to apply this middleware to all the functions except this one, means you don't want to apply on the store function, but you want to apply on all the other function, then you can specify it like this, except. Okay, except this store function. Okay, so I hope it will be clear. Suppose if you want to apply on all the function, then you just need to specify in the construct function, and this construct function will come at the top of the controller file. Okay, then this middleware will be assigned to all the functions of this controller file. Okay, if you will mention it like this with only, means if you want to apply the middleware to only one function, then you can specify the only method with only is the built-in method. You will specify the function name here. Okay, if you want to apply it to all the function, but not to one function, and that one function is accept, then you need to apply that accept and that function name for which you don't want to apply. So that will be, then you will use it like this one. Okay, I hope now it is very much clear, and now you can try these things at your end. And after that, in next video we are going to see resource controllers. Okay, so stay tuned for that. And you can check in ecom series as well, that we have done many of the things there, and the pending things we will do in advanced ecom series that we are going to start very soon. Okay, so you can try these things, and if you have any queries, you can surely contact me. Okay, okay, fine then. Have a nice time. Goodbye.